Thank you. Watching that, it's kind of wow, you know. The older I get, the better I was. That's what I tell guys. So I'm really excited to be here. When Nan contacted me and told me me coming into the Ring of Honor, I had two thoughts. First thought was, it's about time. Second thought was, wait, what is that? So, so I'm excited to be here. Always good to come home. And it's a tremendous honor. Growing up in Batavia, you know, I was just a little kid out there playing basketball, doing what I like to do, and had a lot of people along the way that helped me, obviously, that influenced me. I remember I started late. I was only in 5th grade, but I was like 5'11", and they were like, hey, you might want to try basketball. So I started hanging out with my cousin, and he's here tonight, Sam Graves, and he used to make me go with him to the court to play. And I wasn't very good, but he let me tag along. And tagging along with him really was huge for me because I fell in love with the game, and I just wanted to get better. And I spent the next 3 or 4 years just trying to be as good as him, trying to impress him, trying to get his approval, and trying to one day, like I said, be better than him. Now, he and I will disagree on when that actually happened. You know, I'll let him handle that. But playing here in Batavia, you know, like I said, it was great. Coach Roberts was a tremendous influence on us. Back, you know, growing up in the 80s in Batavia was just like a dream because everyone was so willing to help you out. I'm around a lot of coaches nowadays, and there are no coaches like what we had here with Jim Roberts, a guy who would take players and go that extra mile for them. I speak to lots of kids all the time, and I say, you know, high school is the best years of your life. It's when you're playing basketball with your friends and your neighbors, and it's us versus them. And then when you get to college, it's a little bit different because guys are from all over. And one of the things I noticed real quick, and I'd be sitting in my apartment, kind of homesick, and watching my old high school reels to kind of boost my self-esteem. My teammates could not believe the crowds that we had here in Batavia. They didn't understand how 2,000 people, most of whom didn't even have children at the school, would come out to support the athletics. And that was one thing that I was always most proud of, was being from Batavia. It's something that I try to recreate wherever I go. A lot of times I meet people and they say, oh, you're such a nice young man and your parents should be proud and you're a great kid. And it's because I'm from Batavia. And I would tell them that. And what I do when I create I have a basketball league and I do camps and I do things with kids and parents come down, they say, this is so wonderful. It's such a great atmosphere. You know, you've got a positive thing going. It's because I put Batavia in everything I do. When I talk to young people nowadays, I call them young people because I'm in my 40s now, so they're young people. And I never thought it would happen, but Coach Roberts' voice comes out of my mouth. And it's the scariest thing, but it's the values and the traditions and what went on here in this town with everyone being such a close-knit community. When you move away, you instantly realize that you were part of something special. And after I played basketball, I kind of retired and I didn't know what I was going to do, and they approached me about doing some TV and some broadcasting. And I tried out with a couple of networks and ended up signing a contract with ESPN. And my producer tells me, he says, you're a natural. You're great. Your speaking ability. And I say, hey, Batavia education. I'm trying to tell you. So as much as I'm very excited and proud to accept this award, I'm just as proud as being from Batavia. Thank you.